Um, yeah, man. All right, let's go, man. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. We lock, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all know what time it is. What the hell? Let's go, baby.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
Let's go.
This one swung out here to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good defense. Great defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
I'm gonna catch it. Let's go.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st down, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat.
Get on.
He's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete.
Get on. Let's go.
Inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Let's go.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers.
There, man.
Right back to Tunyon. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers.
Let's go.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Let's go, babe.
Let's get the upper hand.
Let's go.
On the board first here this afternoon. Good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard
All right.
Fournette, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady. Already trailing that touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3.
Let's go. We up.
Be able to stay on the
Let's
field
go.
for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little
Let's go, babe.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Let's go.
Last week was any indication we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run
Good pick.
out of
Good
fingers,
pick.
right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. but you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw.
Shit flawless. Let's go.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Gotta be a zone. Yeah, that look like zone.
Rodgers now to throw.
Mm-mm.
Over the middle, it's complete. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Let's see.
Remember, this drive started off following the
Girl, what did you? This look. I'm bet what you doing?
a nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Good shit, Roger.
Throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that
Oh.
tough.
What's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, 88. Check 37. Rush in.
On second and goal, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Mike 54.
And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Rodgers again now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Let him know. Mike 5-4.
Rodgers to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So the challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
45. Mike, 45.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown. Christian Watson. 34 yards. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Rodgers now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rolling to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go. 45's the mic. Come off the ball hard. Hey, check mic 45. Check mic 45.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
No. 319. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go one more. Hey, watch Sam. Jump out. 54. Mike 54. I got you, boy. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Hey, they scared.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We got three.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. There's Rodgers to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers just continue to roll. Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, let's go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the run. They're running it. Back north. Mike's 54.
Rodgers now throwing to start the drive. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On play action, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 7. Mike.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
Fournette once more on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 9.
On first down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And he drops it incomplete. Well, their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Up the gut, Fournette. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Brady going to go on 4th down. He completes it to Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking, and he'll try and throw here on the fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins.
And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check the 50. 54. Get your swerve on.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Packers are pouring it on.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
and now here is another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the party now. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Big 30.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out to his left. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady rolling to his right. Going deep this time for Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Woo, yeah!
Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 2nd and 11 now, Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Second down and goal. Rodgers, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Second down, back to Fournette.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check three.
Now Brady. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On play action, now Brady. Forced out to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, here's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Rodgers throwing here. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We own them. We own them. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long.